I think that we finished our drives, right? We converted our third downs. We were efficient running the football. We protected. Guys were winning on their routes. Everyone did their job, and when everyone does their job, we can score points. So I credit it to a lot of things.
Derek, that big run from Trevor Davis, what's it like for a kid like that gets traded for and then on one touch he goes all the way to the half?
Oh man, I'm sure he was super pumped. He did a great job. Him and JJ were splitting that play all week, so I guess they rock paper scissored to see who was going to play, and got it. But I'm happy for him. It was awesome, such a big play. So I know he was pumped.
I know you guys got the win, obviously, but how can you guys improve from this game going forward, all around on offense?
Oh, we can always improve, win or lose. There's so many things that happen in a game. You hear all the time it's all about the details, and we'll watch the film. There's a couple plays that should have been even bigger plays, to be honest with you. Certain coverages they played, certain things, certain looks. There's a lot of meat on that bone out there. That we felt bad as an offense for our defense. We shouldn't have, had it that close for them.
How key was that the 9-minute third quarter drive? Obviously, you brought a touchdown there, but still eat up that much clock and you have the lead.
It's huge. That's the main thing we said on the sideline. We got to go get points. We have to go get points. We got to, when you can take the clock away, awesome. And we were able to do that, and that happens by, finishing drives, finishing on third down, finishing on a fourth and 4th and 1.5. It was a long 4th and 1, right? That was a big time. There's a whole bunch of big time plays in there, but had a lot of long drives, a lot of sustained drives, and it happens when everyone's just on doing their assignment. Everyone's on the same page, and that's what can happen.
The first touchdown to Moreau, he said he was not the primary.
Mm-mm.
He's a fourth-round draft pick and a rookie, and it was a contested play. You gave him a shot.
Yep.
What's he showing you to earn that?
It's so funny. We called that play in practice during training camp, and he's definitely not the primary. The way that our defense played it, he ended up getting the ball, and it was a touchdown. And we didn't even think twice about that. You're like, oh, well, that's an anomaly. That'll never happen again, right? And sure enough, we come back, drop back, and the safety's looking at me. And obviously I would cheat towards Waller also. He cheated towards Waller just enough to give me a throw to Foster. And Foster was able to get his first touchdown, which is, that's always exciting. He's probably super pumped right now.
Gruden was talking about being able to run the old-fashioned way, to run when they know that you're going to run it.
Yeah.
How key was that in this game and just for the offensive development going forward?
Very key. We knew coming into this game it was going to be a very balanced game plan. You have to be able to, against this defense, run it and throw it. And when you throw it, you got to hit them. It's one of those games. And, we were able to run the ball efficiently. We were able to pass the ball very efficiently. And even with a few that we could have had make even bigger plays, right? And so we'll take a look at those and correct those. But overall, you sit back and look, and it was very balanced. And that's what we said coming in. We had to be very balanced, had to run it. Even if they were going to blitz into certain looks and things like that, we had Coach Cable did a great job with his calls, Rodney seeing it, making the calls versus certain looks, and we were able to run it, especially at the end, right? Like everyone's high-fiving, we're up 2 touchdowns, but you take a look back, they got 3 timeouts, and we need a first down, when you don't want to give them the ball back. So they knew we were running it, and our offensive line was still able to move people.
You play with a lot of talented running backs. Is there anything about Josh that surprised you in terms of his talent?
I'm not surprised. He's first-round pick, right? He's first-round pick. You expect a lot out of that, especially out of that school that he came from. They happen to win a lot of championships there. And so, they had some good running backs in the past too. So you watch him run the football, and he's always finishing with his pads about that high off the ground. And as a linebacker, as a defensive player, it's hard to get a solid hit on him, And he's I think what we saw today, even on the little scramble drill check down, where he was over the ball, and we saw his agility too. He's not just a power guy; like he really can do it all. And so, one thing it hasn't surprised me. I just have learned about him is what I love is he doesn't care what the situation is. He thinks that he can pretty much score every time he gets the ball. And so, when he's getting hit hard, and running back, I'll tell you, is the hardest physical position to play in all sports. I sit there and I watch these guys, what they go through, and it's ridiculous, right? So my kids won't play running back. But I'm glad that we have Josh because he kind of likes it, He kind of gets excited about it and wants to take the punishment to him even if they do stick him one time. But, I'm just trying tell you all the special things about the kid. I mean, I love him. You know, he does a great job in pass protection, and I think that's my favorite part.
How hard or how easy is it to hit reset after you guys get off to that great start, you guys going down the field, you're driving the botch handoff?
Oh man, yeah. Because you know, we knew that was that's on us. Me and Josh, we got to clean that up. We're like, it wasn't nothing that someone did to stop us. That's completely on us. We put our defense in a bad spot, and we were like, man, all we kept thinking about was, like, we got to go get that touchdown back for him, you know. And I remember we actually scored the next time, and I went and told Vontez, we got it back for you. But yeah, we put our. You all right? No, okay. I'm making sure y'all's feet are okay. But we messed that up. You know, it wasn't like, oh, dang, what was that look or what was that blitz? Like, dang, you know, they hit us in the mouth. You know, it was one of those plays that we messed it up, and you know, I'll make sure that I do better for him next time.
That makes it easier than to correct because it was your own.
100%. You know, and when it's something you can control, then it's way easier. Yeah. On the touchdown, yeah. So we saw, you know, on film, just evidence that it could be a big play. You know, actually we saw a team running against them, you know, a while back, and you know, it was like, oh man, this could be a big play for us. And coach put it in, and in practice everything looks good, right? You know, you're like, oh man, this is awesome. You know, and we put it in, and we didn't know who it was going to be though. You know, on the team we thought JJ ran it in practice. You know, obviously Trevor ran it in practice. But Trevor got it today, and we knew he had the speed, and Coach told him, like, he told him the night before, whoever gets this thing, because we didn't know if JJ was going to play, you know, and he's like, whoever gets this thing, I want to see 4.2 speed, you know, after you get the ball. And I think we saw it, man. That guy, he took off, and that was it. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think we all know that, right? He's super athletic, you know, the way he can run and pull and do all those things. It's really impressive to be, 6'8", you know, 3+, you know, that's ridiculous. I mean, that's what we're dealing with in the NFL, right? It's ridiculous to see him that far down the field too, running like that. That's crazy. I think he deserves a game ball for that one for sure. So you had one. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think Sharp, during the real long drive you referenced earlier, I think Sharp was actually the guy in the field at that time. For him to not even react and step in on that kind of march, what does that say about him?
I felt bad for our O-line. I felt like we were just, you know, running guys through. You know, everyone kept getting banged up for a little bit, and then obviously with Devy, you know, getting hurt good coming in. But you know, it's when Sharp came in, you know, the look in his eye was different. You know, he looked ready to go. You know, and you know, he's super talented. We all know how talented the guy is, and so for it to click and for him to come in and play well and block some pretty good rushers that they have, and to, you know, move people in the run game, I thought he did a great job.
Last one. When you see Davis making plays like that in the running game, does it get you excited to try to see what he can do in the passing game for you guys?
Oh yeah, especially in the future. You know, obviously, you know, you get a guy, what is it, 9 days ago. You know, he's probably not going to be featured, you know, in the pass game. You know, that's a little bit different timing and stuff. But now that he's been around, when he showed that he can make plays, now you're kind of excited, like, oh man, what else can we do with him, kind of a thing. But yeah, you know, it was, you know, definitely heavily. We're always going to be heavily trying to get, you know, Waller and Tyrell, our running backs, and Renfro the ball. But, you know, for a new guy, you know, he didn't have very many mistakes. The ones he did are easy to correct. So when it comes to the pass game, he could be a big weapon for us.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.